Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Your Manchester. Well, it ain't half hot. Whew. Manchester has hit 40 degrees yesterday. Today, we're a little bit less, but I'm sure we're all roasting. We've had a heck of a time. We've got things going on all over the city. In fact, our very own mayor is going to be DJing soon. I know. Pretty amazing. Now, it's Your Manchester. It's your typical weekly show where everything entertaining is happening. And this show is no exception, let me tell you here. Because we have got someone here to talk about Greek mythology and certain clothes they'll be wearing and a show going on, while also we've got our two Frankie and Ollies back with Jack doing their little game show kind of thing. You're unaware of it. You watched last week's, right? If you didn't, why haven't you? You should be here every week. That's how the show works. Come on. First up on the show, though, move over Aesop and Homer because we've got a new Greek storyteller in town. In fact, it might not be a car he's got, but it's certainly Grease Lightning. That's right. Please welcome to the show, Gary Starr.
It was me on the video. How did you get me on the video?
What have we just watched?
That's my show, but I wasn't doing that. So that wasn't live, was it? Because I don't remember like 10 seconds ago doing that.
Of doing that there then? Well, that's
Yeah.
just the skill and magicness of Greek mythology. It's like transporting you back to a moment where you've just done it. Now,
I'm like, yeah.
I have to say, are you in costume right now?
Yeah, I don't wear a lot. I'm getting ready for the show, so I thought I might as well just strip off and put my ruff on. And that's kind of what I wear. I mean, this is the most I wear.
The most you wear through the show?
Yeah, I never get naked. Like I never take this off because it'd be uncivilized.
We can't go to a whole hog, for goodness sake. We're civilized.
No, you're not in the buff unless you're wearing a ruff. Something like that. I don't know.
You're not in the buff unless you're wearing a ruff. I love that. Now, your show is Grease Lightning, and it's anything to do with the musical itself. It's all about Greek mythology and doing it in 60 minutes. Now, I'm a huge Greek mythology fan. I love it. I'm guessing, going by this outfit, there's a lot of Zeusy moments.
Yeah, was it the Shakespeare Elizabethan ruff collar that gave the Zeus away? Was it?
It really was. It was just I just sat there and went, I can see a sheep having things done.
No, there's a lot of Zeus. I spend most of the time as Zeus. So someone asked me recently, they said, which is your favorite god? And I said Zeus. But then when I actually thought about it, I thought like the amount of people he impregnated without their consent, including like siblings and children.
Yeah.
It's tricky to say, oh yeah, he's a really good one. So
well,
they're
life
all a
goes
bit
downhill once
problematic.
your dad tried to eat you. It becomes a bit difficult after that.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not sure a lot of it is true. I mean, probably about the same as much as Christianity, but it's funny how we take one seriously and not the other.
That's very true. So, Grease Lightning, how did you come up with the idea of wanting to do all these Greek myths in 60 minutes?
Well, all my life I was told that I was Greek. So my mum told, because I kind of look Greek, and people were like, "Oh, you look Greek." And so all my life I was like, "Oh, Mum, are we Greek?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're Greek." And I did one of those DNA tests a couple of years ago. No Greek at all, not at all. I'm basically 80% Scottish, and then the rest is like 1 or 2% from all other parts of the world. So I kind of thought, yeah, let's explore my Greek heritage, and it also it's just such a great well of stories to draw from, and so I thought it's perfect because I can misunderstand and misinterpret things, and it puts the audience in a position of power and knowledge over me, which is just great for this kind of thing.
Well, it's that thing, isn't it, with Greek mythology? You know, they're stories that we all know, we all sort of grew up with, and sort of like you take on board with it as things go along. I mean, everyone's seen Hercules, things like that. Even if it's on a minor scale, we're all aware of what Greek myths can be. How deep do we go into these? Because Greek myths can get pretty dark.
They can. This doesn't get very dark. I mean, there's some stuff about, Oedipus and his relations with his mum. But it doesn't get much. Actually, some people brought some kids last night. I wouldn't recommend it. Like, I do get pretty naked, but they were fine. They knew that the parents knew. And so I just sung the Oedipus rap about him being a motherfucker to the kids. Am I allowed to say that or not? I don't know.
I feel we're on past it. We're allowed at least one swear word. I'm kind of sure.
Yeah. Okay, I won't say it again.
That's fine. That's our one. That's our lot. No, you're on at the King's Arms all this week. What can we expect to see from the show then?
Me attempting to do all of Greek mythology and failing gloriously. Someone actually said to me recently after a show, they said that they, like you, knew quite a lot about Greek mythology, and having seen my show, they feel they actually know less.
So if you're a Greek mythology fan, this is the show for you to unlearn everything you already thought you knew.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Now, obviously, you're in your dressing room now, so we won't rush you too much. Thank you very much for joining us. This is on all week at the King's Arms. Feel free to go ahead, book your tickets, and go see this, what sounds like a crazy show now. Thank you so much, Gary.
Nice. Thank
you. Next up on the show, we have got our lovely little sponsor. It's Often Else.
Hello, Michael here with everything you need to know that's happening in and around Greater Manchester in the next week. First is your chance to get involved in Trafford's annual Arts and Culture Festival. Refract Festival returns to Waterside this July for its 5th year. This 10-day festival, starting tomorrow, offers the latest in live comedy, music, dance, immersive performance and theatre. Trafford's award-winning cultural destination will welcome artists from across the UK until Saturday next week. More details can be found on the Visit Manchester website. Next, Manchester Craft Beer Festival, which returns this weekend after debuting at Depot Mayfield last year. Along with the beers from Manchester breweries such as Marble, Dark Star, Pomona and Beatniks, there will be DJ sets from Goldie, Norman J and David Holmes. £55 per session includes all the beer you could want and a sampling glass. And don't forget, if you think there's something I should be covering, give us a tweet at YourMCR, and I'll see you again next week.
Next up on the show, we have got someone with a very interesting comedic topic going on within their show. As we know, people who watch this show are all parts of the world, but especially the LGBTQ plus community. I can always try and get that in one go without taking a breath. But we have got a lovely guy on, James Barr, who's here to talk to us all about straight jokes. Welcome, James.
Hi. Yes, I am the most hated part of the LGBTQ plus community, the G. Thanks for having me. I'm very.
I don't know. I feel like the B is the part of the Fantastic Four. You know, the Invisible Woman. Nobody sees them.
Big love to the B. Yeah, my show is confusingly called Straight Jokes, but it's more of a comment on how annoying it is that straight people make jokes about queer people all the time, and this is my clapback.
Absolutely. I mean, I make jokes about straight people constantly. The fact they can't walk at the right speed is genuinely an issue. So what kind of things can we expect to see within the show?
I think really, like, without giving you my entire show now, it's sort of about how I feel the world is always telling us who to be. And I've been told a lot to be less camp. And I know my friends have been told to be less emotional, or, you know, men get told to man up. And it's kind of like, be yourself. It's sort of a battle cry to be yourself. In terms of jokes about straight people, I think you'll have to come and see it. But I do agree with you about the speed of their walking pace. I mean, I really do need to sort that out. And also their outfits. I don't know if they've like updated their wardrobes for a while, but we could do with getting rid of suede jackets once and for all.
Oh, just once. I mean, just think about it. That's all you have to do. Just think about it. and do it. It's all it takes. Now, like you say, this is a bit of a clap back from people saying, you're too gay, you're too much, you're too this. Do you think that's something that still is quite particularly going on within the gay community?
I think it's going on in the straight world, yes, towards gay people. I do. I mean, if you on like a serious level, definitely in terms of like conversion therapy. But in media, that I do a lot of like radio, and I think that quite often mass market media wants to appeal to everyone, and that can sterilize things a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. It is something that a lot of people struggle with, and I think it's what brings about shows like this. Now, obviously, straight jokes, like you say, is your sort of retort to all these kind of things that go on. What kind of things made you want to come to this? Was it something you thought off the bat, or you were like, do you know what, I really want to just talk about all these things, but also make a joke of it?
I've definitely lost signal.
I think I lost signal there too.
Oh no.
Can you hear me? Oh. It's coming back.
If you can still hear me.
I can still hear you. I don't know if you can still hear me.
I didn't hear any of that because my signal was really bad. Did you even hear me?
It's absolutely fine. The signal and the weather is ruining a lot of things.
Did you ask me what made me want to do this?
Yes.
Yes. Maybe not.
Oh, we lost it.
Hello.
It's fine.
Never let go,
the
Jack.
upside down.
Never let go.
For anyone that does want to catch this show, please catch it at the Frog and Bucket. It's on tonight at 8:00. Please try and catch it very, very quickly. Apologies to James, but the signal in Manchester can take its moments, especially in this weather. For now, let's catch up with our game show.
Which hit song did the Village People release in 1978?
That'll be Never Gonna Give You Up.
Okay. Jack, what are you thinking?
Living on a Prayer.
I'm going to tell you. Yeah, it's just, you both wrong. Which female singer left the American pop soul group The Supremes and went on to have a massively successful solo career? What was the name of George Michael's debut solo studio album, which was released in 1987?
I've got Faith or Careless. Now, is it one of them?
It's one of them. But which one is it?
Careless.
It's Faith! You've got two more questions to go.
Redemption is coming.
It's still on for you. It's still going. Okay, we are now in the 90s. The Spice Girls had their number one hit in the 90s, but what was the name of their number one?
I don't know the name of it.
You've got 10 seconds.
I'm gonna guess.
I'm hoping we've got some dramatic music on right now. Just imagine.
I don't think this is the Spice Girls.
I want to zip it in there.
You're both going to hear it and go, oh no, how did I not know that? I'll give you an extra 5 seconds.
I've got an answer, but I don't think it's the name of the song. It's just a lyric from the song.
I think
the song's got a really different name to what it's called.
Okay.
me.
Frankie, what is it?
Got a ring on it?
Jack?
If you want to be my lover.
I'll give you that. It's Wannabe. I'll give you that.
I'll take that. Yeah, we'll take that.
We're not here to ruin things. So it's currently 1-1, which means that you both don't have to do the punishment, but one of you does. And we're going to keep going until someone gets another question.
Keep going until someone's doing it.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Because it's the final question of the 90s. But I mean, we might be heading back to the 90s because at the minute we're in sudden death. So, what is the name of the lead singer in the band called No Doubt?
Who?
I've not got easy on you today. I've
you
really
killed us here.
You've got 10 seconds.
I hope the punishment isn't bad.
You've got 10 seconds.
Okay.
Keep your eyes off my sheet, Francis William.
I have no doubt this punishment. Right, I have no idea.
Okay. 5 seconds. Frankie, what is it?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I didn't write anything.
And Jack?
No,
It was Gwen Stefani.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God. Okay. We're back to the 70s now because it is time for sudden death. Silence in the studio, please. Abby Chilton, I hear you in there. I mean, I don't at all, but I want silence from you, please. What was the name of the band created by Paul McCartney in 1970? Oh, Jack's confident with this one.
I've got it now.
He's got it.
I hope.
Frankie,
Yeah.
what was it?
Is it the Beatles?
And Jack? It was not.
What?
Because in 1970, that's when the Beatles disbanded.
Oh, my
And
God.
Paul McCartney created his own band called Wings.
That was a trick question.
Wow, yeah, that
Wow.
was a trick question. That.
I
I
mean,
didn't even
it's-
listen to the date. I just heard Paul McCartney and band.
It's sudden death.
Put 2 and 2 together and got 5.
Not know what happens if we don't get through sudden death. But we've got a third 80s question. What was the best-selling UK single of 1980?
I was bored.
I'm going to give you 15 seconds for this one.
Do we have any clue?
The first word is don't. Jack knows it. He knows
think
it.
I've
He's
got
on
it.
it. Frankie, do you know it?
I only know one song.
I'm going to go first because I think I've got it.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack, what is it?
Don't Stop Me Now by Queen.
Okay, Frankie.
Don't stop me now.
No, it's not.
How was it not?
Okay, it's Don't Stand So Close to Me.
I don't even know that
don't know
song.
what that is.
Wow.
Okay, the final sudden death question. Who sang the title track to the film The Titanic?
Got it.
Oh, he's got it, Frankie. Come on. You've got 7 seconds.
I'm actually struggling to
You're
spell
my
it.
co-radio presenter. I'm going to be disappointed if you get this wrong.
Right,
I will be disappointed
I'm
in
taking
you.
a guess.
I'm going to go first.
Okay,
yeah,
Jack,
you go
go
Celine
first.
Dion.
And Frankie.
Whitney Houston.
And Jack is the winner of our on-air punishment game show, the greatest hits game show. Well done, Jack.
Thank you.
Now, Frankie,
What?
I'm going to be soaking a slice of bread into some dark soy sauce for you right now.
Oh,
right.
And you're going to get some lovely. So, if you didn't know, the soy sauce challenge was a challenge that went round a good few years ago. And obviously the repercussions weren't very good. So that's why we're not giving Frankie a litre of soy sauce to drink. But only, some soggy wet bread soaked in a salty substance.
Lovely.
Well, obviously that means that the total score at the end of our game show is 2-1 to Jack Carroll, everybody.
Well done.
So you can find the punishment on the Chatterbox Radio social medias right after this show.
Hi, I'm Hayley and welcome to this week's On The Box. How's everyone doing? Hot, I expect. Here I am in my garden, nowhere near as nice as our Paul's, but we just have to deal with it, won't we? Now, when you're hot and you want to go in and you want to watch The Box, do watch Better Things. There's 5 series currently available on iPlayer. It's a light-hearted drama about Sam, who's raising her 3 children alone while she juggles the pressures of working in Hollywood. It stars Pamela Adlon and also our own Celia Imrie as well as Sam's mum. Do give that a watch. Ricky and Flash, starring Meryl Streep, is also on iPlayer. That's about a musician who gives up everything for rock and roll stardom and returns home to make things right with her family. The 3rd series of Working Mums is currently on Netflix. Absolutely hilarious. Love it. It's on Netflix, like I say. Get on it. Brilliant. And also, finally, I watched the documentary on the BBC called Gentleman Jack Changed My Life. It follows 6 British women of all ages who actually have taken inspiration from Anne Lister, and it includes them coming out to themselves, their parents and their grandparents. Do watch it. It's really uplifting, like I say. So heartwarming. That's it from me. I shall catch you next time. And remember, stronger together. Bye.
Well, I hope she's sharing them, ice lollies. It's roasting in here. Though there are some fantastic things on at the minute. I've just watched a bit of Resident Evil, and I have to say, do you know what? It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. But Resident Evil can put a bit of a horror spin on you. Sometimes you just need to calm down, especially with this warm weather. We just need to relax. And that's where we have our mojo.
It's Joe Britton, your neurosculpting coach, for another minute of mojo. I've got a question for you. Really simple one to answer if you're struggling to get motivated to achieve your goals. Here it is. Take the toothpaste test. Ask yourself this question. Do I brush my teeth for the pearly white smile or to prevent my teeth falling out? If you answered A for the white smile, this means you're much more likely to be towards motivated. And if you answered B, you're avoidance motivated, and here's what it means. Lots of us set goals thinking that we're towards motivated, i.e. we're thinking about how things could be so much better if we achieve that goal, when really we may be avoidance motivated, as in actually we want to prevent the bad thing happening. So this is a really easy but important question that you can ask yourself, because it's going to help you frame your goals in the way that you are best motivated. Try it out. Let me know what you think and whether you did it or not by joining me on my Instagram page, joebritton.mojo.
Hello my lovely weather watchers, and welcome to this week's weather forecast with me, Paul Rudd. And it's been a scorchio for Manchester, with temperatures soaring up to 36 degrees to 40 degrees, but it's all about to change. Here's this week's weather details. Okay, Thursday is looking sunny, cloudy with rain, with the temperatures of 20 degrees Celsius. Friday is also looking sunny, cloudy with rain, with the temperatures of 21 degrees Celsius. And as we very much look forward to the weekend's weather right now, Saturday is looking cloudy with the temperatures of 21 degrees Celsius, and Sunday is looking like rain with the temperatures of 22 degrees Celsius. So the gardens will be very happy because they're getting plenty of water. Get your rain max on. Time now to go back to the studio for this week's brilliant episode of Your Manchester.
Well, I don't think the people of our Manchester would really not mind if there was a bit of wetness recently, actually. A bit of rain. Let's keep us cool. That'd actually be really, really nice. Thank you, Paul. I could really do with that. Now, as per usual, we've had a fantastic show. I've had a great time. I hope you've had a great time. Our guests have always had a great time. And next week, we'll be back to our regular viewings. And you'll be here, won't you? Because if you missed last week, you'll definitely be here for this week's and next and every week. Because we're here every Wednesday, 8 p.m, only on Your Manchester.